So today we are going to discuss about introduction to physical clues which can be present in any kind of crime scene, which is one of the most important part of forensic science when we are dealing with the crime scenes and investigation processes. So now we have crime scenes are a treasure troves of physical evidence that can reveal critical insight about an incident. So whenever any kind of crime has been took place, we can't decide what gonna happen over there or what was happened over there before. So before getting into a conclusion, we are supposed to get into the crime scene and see how it has been placed and what and all evidences are present over there. So once after analyzing all that evidences only, we can have a clear-cut picture of what has been happened over there, whether it was a crime or not, and if it was a crime, what is the modus operandi, and moreover how the crime has been took place. So once we have to go for that, it is so necessary to deal with physical evidences. So the term physical evidences or physical clue indicates any kind of object that has been present in a crime scene. So there are various types of physical clues, and few of that are fingerprints. Fingerprints can be seen in most of the crime scenes wherever a criminal has been committed a crime scene without using any kind of protective gloves in their hands. So once a fingerprint has been seen, it has to be identified and the collection process should be done. Fingerprints are the unique identifiers. Fingerprints are one of the most reliable form of physical evidences. So because of the properties what fingerprint holds, that is mainly the uniqueness. Each and every individual be having a very different kind of fingerprint pattern which can't be seen in any other individual. Even though a same person won't be having same kind of fingerprint pattern in their different fingers. Moreover, while collecting the fingerprint or while we are considering this fingerprint in a physical clue, it is very necessary to follow certain procedures while collecting the fingerprint. Recovering fingerprints from a crime scene requires specialized techniques and tools to ensure they are preserved for analysis. Nowadays, we have crime scene kit which contain a separate fingerprint kit which carries all the equipments and tools for the necessary of collection and preservation of fingerprint. Fingerprints can be collected using various types. Usually we follow two methods rather than physical method or chemical method. In physical method, it's a powder technique where we use fingerprint powders to develop fingerprint, and chemical techniques also there are various options for collection of fingerprint. So accordingly, depends upon the surface where this physical clue or print has been seen, we are supposed to choose which method we should go for. Comprehensive database. Fingerprint database allow law enforcement to cross-reference print found at a scene known as offenders. So once after collecting the fingerprint, we are supposed to manage a database where we will be storing all these collected prints. Nowadays, we have the modern form of database collection known as Office software where all the database has been stored. Next type of physical clue is footprints and tire track. So whenever any kind of outdoor crime scene has been happened, the chances of finding tire tracks if vehicle is present in the crime scene or either a footprint which contains either shoe print or bare footprint can be seen. So that also counted as a physical evidences because it can give a various clues regarding the crime which has been took place. Either the entry point or the exit point, and moreover the number of people present in the crime scene, all this can be analyzed by examining the footprints present in a crime scene. Or rather than if you are considering the tire mark, we can see that what kind of vehicle has been used to commit a particular crime, or is there any kind of multiple vehicles has been present in a crime scene. Such kind of things also can be analyzed. So once we are dealing with this physical clue, the process such as documentation, preservation and analysis is very important. Footprint and tire track must be carefully documented at the crime scene through the photograph and measurement. The next thing is preservation. Specialized technique such as casting or lifting used to collect physical impression for further examination. So whenever we go to a crime scene and if you found any kind of footprints or tire prints, at the moment it might not be possible to examine or analyze what we have seen. In that time, we are supposed to collect that and take that into the lab for further examination. For that, we have the techniques such as tape lifting or casting, which uses various kind of chemicals or rather the physical methods such as tracing and all are used. Once after that, the analysis such as the size, shape or pattern of the footprint, tire track can reveal crucial information about the suspect. Imagine a crime has been took place and you have found a footprint in the crime scene. So, if that crime has been take place in an indoor region, you might have found an bare foot or any kind of bloody footprint. And imagine that particular crime have a lot of number of suspects, or just consider that there are three suspects and two of them are woman and a person is a man. So the footprint which we found in the crime scene can be used. We can see that by examining the rich characteristics of the footprint which present in the floor or which we has been obtained. So that will help us to get to create a link with the suspect, or to eliminate any kind of suspect. Another type of physical clue is blood spatter pattern. So whenever any kind of blood spatter has been seen in a crime scene, we can go for the examination such as trajectory analysis, stain patterns, and other documentation such as collecting that blood sample. Even blood sample collection is a very important point while we are dealing with such kind of crimes, where you can analyze and examine the DNA extraction from the blood patterns which has been obtained from the crime scene. And rather than whatever we mentioned over here, we can also have hair and fiber which has been found in a crime scene also as an evidence. Significance and examinations of hair and fibers are unique characteristics and transfer and trace and microscopic analysis. Microscopic analysis is necessary to understand whether that unique characteristics has been matched with suspect or victim or anyone who has been present in a crime scene. Moreover, hair and fiber can be transferred between individuals and location, providing crucial link in an investigation. For an example, imagine a crime has been took place, or consider that a rape has been happened, and you have found few kind of hair samples from the victim's body. So that can be taken for further analysis and can compare that with the hair samples which we used to collect from our suspects. Other than this, there is something called as ballistic evidences, which only happens in a crime scene where firearms and projectiles are used for the commission of crime. Firearms examination, guns and ammunition can be analyzed and determine the type of weapon used for other specific details. And trajectory analysis is nothing but just seeing that the pathway or the impact how it was created, which will reveal as the position of the shooter or the one who has been made that projectile. Residue and markings, gunshot residue or GSR, the unique tool mark can link specific firearm to a crime scene. So if any kind of firearm cases has been took place, we only obtain the GSR from the crime scene. So if we are collecting that GSR properly and taking that for further examination, we can reveal that what type of gun has been used for that particular shot. Trace evidences, microscopic particles and substance. It can be, see, we has been already mentioned various type of physical glue. These are just some of the type. Whatever you found physically in a crime scene can be considered as physical evidences. It can be dust or dirt, paint or coating, glass or plastic. All these have their own way of examination and collection and preservation. So we can't say that what going to be the important evidences or what going to be a supportive evidences for that particular case. Only once after examining properly and linking that with suspect or the crime scene, we can get into a conclusion regarding what kind of evidences we obtain and what has been actually happened in a crime scene.